For countless generations, humans have gazed up at the night sky, mesmerized by the twinkling stars and the mysteries that lie beyond. These stars have inspired myths, sparked scientific revolutions, and provoked deep philosophical questions. What is the universe? Where did it come from? Are we alone? In the 20th century, scientists introduced the Big Bang theory, which aimed to answer some of these age-old questions. It proposed that the universe had a beginning, a colossal explosion from a single point that set everything into motion. It explained the origin, evolution, and expansion of the cosmos. But despite its wide acceptance, the theory still struggles with some of the most profound and puzzling questions. In recent years, thanks to the development of advanced telescopes and space observatories, our understanding of the universe has taken a dramatic turn. One of the most significant breakthroughs came in 2023, when NASA's James Webb Space Telescope captured something truly astonishing. It observed celestial bodies that appeared to be older than the universe itself. Let that sink in for a moment, stars that may have formed before the Big Bang. The discovery stunned the scientific community and reignited debates about the accuracy of our current cosmological models. Could it really be possible for stars to predate the universe? So, what does that mean for everything we think we know? This strange contradiction, a star seemingly older than the universe, has left astrophysicists scrambling for answers. Some suggest that the discovery hints at unknown phenomena or overlooked aspects of cosmic physics. Others propose that we may need to rewrite our entire understanding of how the universe came into being. This video will dive deep into that paradox, exploring the details of what James Webb found, the strange star at the heart of the debate, and the revolutionary new theories that could reshape the future of cosmology. And if you're someone who finds this kind of cosmic detective work fascinating, make sure to subscribe, like the video, and turn on notifications to stay informed about the latest updates from space. Let's zoom in about 200 light-years from Earth, to a quiet spot in the constellation of Ophiuchus, where a curious star called HD 140283 resides. At first glance, this star doesn't appear too different from many others. But when astronomers began to study it more closely, they realized that HD 140283, also known by its nickname Methuselah, is one of the oldest stars ever observed. The nickname comes from the biblical figure Methuselah, said to have lived 969 years, symbolizing great age. But even that ancient number pales in comparison to what scientists discovered about this star's true age. Methuselah's estimated age once shocked the astronomical community. Early studies placed its age at around 16 billion years, an age that directly contradicted the widely accepted estimate of the universe's age, which is about 13.8 billion years. This obviously presented a major problem. How could a star be older than the universe itself? That's like finding a tree that supposedly grew before the Earth existed. More refined measurements later revised the star's age to approximately 14.46 billion years, with a margin of error of about 800 million years. But even with this revised number, Methuselah might still be older than the universe, if the margin tips in that direction. So what's going on here? The apparent paradox has led many scientists to reconsider how we measure the age of both stars and the universe. Perhaps there's a flaw in the methods we've been using, or maybe we've made incorrect assumptions in our models. Determining the age of stars isn't a simple task. Unlike human beings who show clear signs of aging, stars maintain their temperature and appearance for billions of years. So astronomers must rely on subtle clues, like a star's brightness, color, chemical composition, and rotation speed, to estimate its age. One common technique used by astronomers is called gyrochronology, which involves studying the rate at which a star spins. Over time, stars lose momentum and spin more slowly. By comparing the rotational speeds of stars of different ages, scientists have developed formulas to estimate how old a star is. But this method, like all others, has its limitations. Factors like stellar mass, magnetic activity, and environment can influence rotation speed, making exact age calculations difficult. That's part of the reason why Methuselah's age continues to be debated. The estimates we get might be off by hundreds of millions, or even billions, of years. Another explanation that has surfaced is even more profound. What if the universe isn't actually 13.8 billion years old? What if that number is wrong? To grasp this possibility, it helps to imagine the history of the universe in a format called the cosmic calendar. If the Big Bang were the beginning of January 1st and today were the final moment of December 31st, then the Earth would only appear in the last few hours of December 31st. In human history? Just a few seconds before midnight. That's how incredibly vast cosmic time is. Even a few hundred million years may seem small, but it can change everything. Scientists currently estimate the universe's age by studying light from distant galaxies. After the Big Bang, the universe expanded rapidly, and as light travels across that expanding space, its wavelength stretches, creating a phenomenon called redshift. By measuring how redshifted the light is and knowing the speed of expansion, scientists can work backward to calculate how long the universe has been expanding, giving us the 13.8 billion year estimate. But now, new research from the University of Ottawa challenges that number in a big way. A physicist named Professor Rajendra Gupta has proposed a mind-bending idea. The universe might actually be 26.7 billion years old. Gupta's theory isn't just guesswork. It draws from a nearly century-old concept called the tired light theory, proposed by Swiss astronomer Fritz Zwicky in 1929. Zwicky suggested that light loses energy, gets tired, as it travels across space, not necessarily because of the expansion of the universe. Gupta combines this with more modern physics ideas, including evolutionary interaction constants, originally theorized by Paul Dirac. These constants suggest that the fundamental interactions of the cosmos may have changed over time. If Gupta is right, the redshift we see in distant starlight may not come only from expansion, but from a combination of factors. This blended explanation of redshift has huge implications. If light loses energy through both expansion and other factors over billions of years, then our calculations of cosmic age might be way off. Instead of a universe that's 13.8 billion years old, we could be living in one that has existed for more than 26 billion years, nearly twice as long. Such a model would conveniently solve the Methuselah paradox, since a 14.5 billion-year-old star would no longer seem out of place in a 26-billion-year-old universe. It would also force scientists to re-evaluate many long-held assumptions about cosmology and the birth of galaxies. Historically, our estimates for the universe's age have changed a lot. In the 1920s, Edwin Hubble thought the universe was only 2 billion years old. Over time, new instruments and methods steadily increased that number. But even the current estimate might not be the final answer. Whether human civilization is just 10 seconds or 5 seconds long on the cosmic timeline, one thing is clear. The universe is ancient, far older than we can easily comprehend. And as we build better tools and gather more data, our understanding continues to evolve. Each discovery adds another layer of mystery and wonder. And speaking of new discoveries, let's turn our attention to something curious happening within our own Milky Way galaxy. Recent data reveals that stars in the outer regions of the Milky Way are moving much more slowly than expected. In other galaxies, stars farther from the center tend to orbit at higher speeds. But in our galaxy, this outer region sluggishness has puzzled astronomers. One possible explanation is that our galaxy might contain less dark matter than previously assumed. Dark matter is an invisible form of mass that exerts gravitational force but doesn't interact with light. Alternatively, this anomaly might indicate a deeper misunderstanding of how dark matter works. The data comes from the European Space Agency's Gaia satellite, which has mapped the positions and motions of nearly 2 billion stars in the Milky Way. Gaia's precision has allowed scientists to build highly detailed models of the galaxy's structure and mass distribution. When they analyzed the movement of stars in the Milky Way's outer halo, the results didn't match predictions. The stars were moving too slowly to align with standard models of dark matter and gravitational pull. That opens the door to another set of possible explanations. According to recent studies based on Gaia data, the total mass of the Milky Way, including gas, stars, dust, and dark matter, adds up to about 200,000 billion times the mass of our Sun. This number sounds massive, but it's actually on the lower end compared to previous estimates. If the galaxy really is lighter than we thought, that would explain the slower-moving stars on the outskirts. But it would also imply that either dark matter is not as prevalent here as in other galaxies, or that our entire model of how galaxies form and behave needs to be revised. Both possibilities are equally intriguing. This new estimate suggesting the Sun is 5 times less massive than previously believed has sparked a whirlwind of discussions among astronomers. One potential reason behind this dramatic shift in calculations could be a significant decrease in the visible material observed within the Milky Way. That might indicate that there's actually far less dark matter present in our galaxy than we once thought. But it's important to recognize that calculating a galaxy's mass isn't straightforward. It's an incredibly complicated task, often riddled with uncertainties, ranging from the data collected by the Gaia satellite to the intricate methods used to interpret it all. As new findings trickle in, scientists will be watching very closely over the coming years. Advancements in telescopes, sensors, and space missions are expected to provide fresh insights into these lingering cosmic mysteries. The James Webb Space Telescope is at the forefront of this mission, offering capabilities far beyond anything we've used before. It's not just about understanding how old stars are or the true age of the universe. We're diving into the complex workings of galaxies, the elusive nature of dark matter, and the invisible forces that have shaped the cosmos for billions of years. The expansion of the universe is still one of astronomy's biggest focal points, but the more data we collect, the more cracks begin to appear in our earlier models. It's becoming clear that some of our assumptions might be outdated or simply wrong. A major question now is whether the laws of physics we rely on really apply the same way across all corners of the cosmos. Could there be mysterious forces or unknown phenomena at play, changing how galaxies move, how stars age, and how time itself unfolds in different parts of space? As our observational tools become increasingly precise, we may start detecting subtle patterns or unexpected results that could completely shift our understanding. The scientific community is beginning to acknowledge that we may not fully grasp the true nature of dark matter, dark energy, or even the basic forces that govern the universe. Each time we discover something new, whether it's a distant galaxy behaving strangely or the remnants of a star that doesn't fit our current models, it serves as both a clue and a challenge, pushing us to dig deeper into the cosmic unknown. Imagine the implications if it turns out that some stars are actually older than the universe itself. That kind of evidence forces scientists to question the most foundational principles of cosmology. Are we missing key variables? Do we need to build entirely new models to explain what we're seeing? The answers might require us to go beyond our current understanding of physics. We could be looking at a future where our perception of space, time, and reality has to be completely reimagined. It's not just a scientific issue, it touches on deep philosophical questions about our existence. If these controversial findings are eventually confirmed, they wouldn't just nudge our scientific models, they'd shake the very ground they stand on. We'd be rewriting textbooks, rethinking the timeline of the cosmos, and revisiting theories we've trusted for decades. Our comprehension of the universe could undergo a dramatic transformation. As the debate rages on about how old the universe truly is, what's evident is that we're standing at the edge of a scientific revolution. The discoveries of the next few years, or even decades, might provide clarity to some of the biggest questions humans have ever asked. Whether it's ancient stars, the behavior of galaxies, or the shadows cast by unseen dark matter, the universe still guards its most powerful secrets. But with every new space mission and telescope launched, we peel back another layer. The road ahead is full of exploration, speculation, and constant refinement of our cosmic understanding. And while we might not have all the answers yet, one thing is certain: the thrill of discovery is far from over. The next few years are likely to be filled with surprises, as we begin uncovering secrets that have remained hidden since the dawn of time. So if you're fascinated by space and eager to understand where we come from, and where we might be going, this is just the beginning. Stay curious and stay engaged. The cosmos has much more to show us. And as more data rolls in, we'll be right here to break it down for you. Subscribe to our channel, hit the like button, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our deep dives into the mysteries of space. With every update, we get a little closer to understanding what this vast, beautiful, and sometimes baffling universe is all about. The James Webb Space Telescope is already revolutionizing how we see the cosmos. Thanks to its advanced imaging capabilities, it has begun revealing breathtaking new views of distant galaxies, exoplanets, and celestial events that were once beyond our reach. But we're only scratching the surface. As Webb continues to gather data from the furthest corners of space, it may challenge some of our deepest assumptions about the cosmos. We're on the verge of discoveries that might not just expand our knowledge, but completely rewrite the rules of the game. And that's where things get really exciting. Among the most thrilling possibilities is the ongoing search for planets that might host life. Thanks to missions like Kepler and now Webb, we're discovering more and more exoplanets that lie within the habitable zone, the sweet spot around a star where conditions might support life. While we haven't found direct evidence of life just yet, the signs are becoming harder to ignore. Even the discovery of microbial life would be groundbreaking. It would shift our understanding of biology, evolution, and the uniqueness, or perhaps the commonality, of life in the universe. But it's not just about finding aliens. These discoveries ripple across every area of science. From the behavior of atoms under extreme conditions to the life cycles of stars and the birth of galaxies, everything connects. As we delve deeper into the mysteries of dark matter and dark energy, we begin to see how little we truly know. These substances make up the majority of the universe, yet they remain almost entirely invisible to us. Cracking the code on how they function could change everything, from our physics textbooks to our understanding of what reality itself is made of. Another fascinating twist is the recent data showing that stars in the outer parts of our galaxy are moving slower than expected. That might sound small, but it's a big deal. It's led some scientists to believe that the Milky Way, and possibly other galaxies too, might not contain as much dark matter as we previously thought. If that's true, then our understanding of gravity, mass distribution, and galactic formation could be seriously off. These are the kinds of revelations that force a full reassessment of our cosmic models, and they often come from the smallest, most surprising observations. It's a perfect example of how science moves forward. We make an observation, it doesn't match our models, and suddenly, we're rewriting what we thought we knew. These slow-moving stars are a puzzle piece that doesn't quite fit, hinting that there's a bigger picture we're still not seeing. The same goes for our models of galactic evolution. New evidence is suggesting that galaxies may grow, merge, or change in ways we've never fully considered before. It's possible that entire chapters of cosmic history are still hidden from view, waiting for the right data to bring them to light. So, is it possible that the universe is far older than we ever imagined? Could there be elements of its history that we've completely overlooked? These are the kinds of bold questions scientists will continue to chase, armed with better technology and deeper curiosity. Upcoming missions and next-generation telescopes will help fill in the gaps, offering sharper images, broader scans, and more precise measurements than ever before. As we decode these cosmic puzzles, one truth becomes clearer than ever. Our current understanding is just the beginning. We're learning that the universe doesn't just challenge our knowledge, it challenges our imagination. The more we uncover, the more we realize how much we still don't know. And that's what makes this era of astronomy so exciting. It's a time of profound questions, revolutionary discoveries, and an ever-growing sense of wonder. The mysteries are still out there, hidden in the cold light of distant stars, in the slow drift of galaxies, in the empty blackness between them. And as long as we keep looking, we'll keep finding more.